Alright. We look like we're up and running. It says it's starting, but I think it already starts when it says that part. What is going on, everybody? We are continuing. I tell you, I didn't get any sleep last night. I have no clue why. Maybe it was a Red Bull, maybe it wasn't. Today we're doing a Y-axis assembly. It looks like it's a little shorter video, so there will be a video out later today. And, oh, there's one thing I keep forgetting to constantly do. Alright. We look like we're up and running. It says it's starting, but I think it already starts when it says that part. Oh, and I made the fatal mistake of leaving the volume. God damn it. Thank God I have my headset on so I can hear it. Sorry about that, guys. I know there's probably going to be a complaint or two about that. Let's say part 4. Today is the 18th still. And instead of 12 a.m., let's go with 6 p.m. Not 16 p.m. We're not doing army time. 6 p.m. The next live stream is tonight. We'll do one at 6 again after this one. It'll be part 4. So that's up in the right-hand corner. In the left-hand corner, you'll see a little annotation popping up sooner or later to show you, like, our cards you can see at any time with the eye up in the corner. Right there? No, right there. It's always the opposite way. That'll let you know the other builds that we've been doing. So today we're doing, like, the X-axis assembly. So let's pull that up. Thank you all for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. It's going pretty good. I kind of like it that I only got like maybe like 2 people that actually know about this channel. And they don't watch me, but still. It's really cool. Let me see. Where are we? Okay, so I got all the parts out. I set that up last night when I wasn't sleeping. I try to put it on a different resolution, hopefully to help the little camera a little bit. But we'll have to set something up after this or something. But we got the pieces. These are the 3 pieces that come into this bag. It is I need 1 end motor switch, 1 idler, and 1 carriage. So this is the carriage. This is the, I don't know. This is the end motor, and this is the end idler, I guess. I don't know. Something like that. We need bearings, so I switched out the other bearings that are in this bag. This is a bag of parts. We got a pulley in here like the last time, and we got the motor, the little mount for the motor, and a bunch of bearings. But the bearings weren't used, and we got zip ties. And then we got the end switch that was in this one because it has a 3 on it. Can you see that? And we have the end switch. So we're looking pretty decent. 2, 3. 1 second. Okay. Not so bad. I wanted to make sure the stream was looking like it's up. Yeah. Alright, 1 second. Alright, we should be back up in a second. Sorry about that. I got a message. Alright, so here we go. Sorry for the slow start. Everything's kind of happening at the same time. So we got our 2 smooth rods that we also need for this. We got 4 bearings. We got the Nylon bearings. The links are in the description now, so hopefully you can see them. And we'll leave the cards up for each section. There'll be a playlist made today, probably after this, and the next stream will be later today in a few hours. So, because we want to get this thing done. All right, so let's go. We got our. If you want to see the update, I might have to mess with this a little bit more of the carriage part. It looks like it's working pretty decent. I'm guessing this is the motor that's making a little bit of drag. But when it goes all the way up, when I fixed it, going all the way back, so now it hits the inserts good. Now on this side, it hits a little bit. And supposedly it's supposed to be really tight, so I might go back in and mess with it a little bit more. Like, it's tight, and it looks really straight. So I'm really proud of that part. But I did mess with it a little bit off stream. Just to like fine tuning thing. It's not like I did anything. So let's go. So let's go. Okay, preparing the printed parts. We're gonna put this on the side. We need this and this right now. Insert some bearings to the end motor and the end idler. The bearings should be lined with the X ends and highlighted in this picture. So that's why I wish I took the time and figured this out. Well, it's not too bad. Basically, you take these, all your ball bearings, and you push them in. They're all the same size, so they all should work fine. And this one, it's stuck in that little groove that's in there. And I just push them all in this way. Yes, again. Okay. Nope. Nope, I can't. No, I can't. Alright. No big deal. Let me see. We gotta put them. There you go. You gotta make them so they're flush with each corner. You want the flush top and the bottom top. I have no clue if you can see that, but you want them flush. There's a space in the middle. Just a heads up. And then the same to this one. You basically want to make this flush right down there, so you can barely see it. It's funny because you always think there's something wrong when they fit tight, and then this one fits in with no problem, and it's just the way to print the part is. So I think they both go like this, if I'm getting that orientation correct. Preparing the tension screws. Okay, so on this one, there's tension screws with these little slots on there. So there's a screw set. There is a screw set in here we'll be checking out. And I encourage you guys, if you have any kind of problems or questions with this, if you're going through the build yourself, or you have any tips or tricks that I can do, please send them, because this is all live, so I'm going step by step. I can always go back in between streams and do some ideas or fix some ideas. And anybody watching this, it's always good to leave some, leave a little bit of help. If you see something that you see a way to do it better, which we know YouTube is really good at that, you can leave them below in the comments. We didn't insert the M3 NS screws. These are the hex ones. The nuts, I guess? What did I say? Yes, square nuts. The squad nuts, 2 pieces. Placed them in the M3 × 10. like to use this chart. They have a chart in every bag. It's stupid if you don't use it just to make sure, because if something goes wrong, you got nobody to blame but yourself. So I don't know how this actually works. Like, I don't know what this is tensioning to. I'm trying to figure it out. Because this goes in here, right? What is this doing? I'm trying to think if I can figure out. Is it? I don't know what that does. I don't know. It does something. We'll figure it out, I guess. They don't look like they're fully in there, so maybe it does something later. But it's just time to put them in. I'm trying to figure out, because they look like there's like no space for it to do anything. Leave it in the comments, boys. Leave it in the comments if you've been through this step already. And oh, just so you guys know, this stream is massively delayed. So if you are, you got to be quick with what you say. I don't know. You can press the surface flat. It makes it easy to insert. The bearing should be in line with the x-axis. Insert them in those two pieces. Oh, that was that one. Okay. Avoid over tightening the screws. Alright, so let's tighten them, but just not over tightening them. Alright. I'm still, like, kind of interested in what these things are made for. I'm thinking, I don't know. Okay, so next thing, let's assemble the x-axis. We need the two smooth rods. Alright, so we need this part looking like this part looking like this. This stuff over, we'll need that in a second. We'll need to wipe off. I'm trying to do this more casual as I go, because there's no really, this is like, I want to make these kind of like tutorials so you can skip through and see whatever you want to see. Cleaning these off, I guess it's good to clean them off regardless, but if you're using the dryland bearings like I'm using, you don't want really to get the oil on them. But if you got the machine bearings, like the ball bearings in there, as long as they're not dirty, you kind of probably want to keep them on. Like, keep the little oil that's on there. I just want to try to rub some of it off so it's not too much excess. And I'm pretty sure this is what they want me to do. Actually, they don't want me to put this in there yet. So, we got two of them on. Two of them on the top goes with this hole on this side, and this part for the motor mount. That's the motor mount bracket. And then you hold the other one just the same exact way with the two holes on the inside. And you slide it in. And then you'll have to take it off because you have to do this one next. Did I wipe this one? I thought I did. They don't really feel oily, but I'm just trying to take precautions. Because if I would say when I learned about it right, there's really it's not too great having oil on these things. Because you don't want, they're supposed to be dry. So as you see, like if I had extra smooth rods, I'll tell you the difference. I did it a little bit in the second one. The first assembly, the second video. And we're looking good with that. So you can see the difference in the noise. But it seems like it makes a huge difference. That's why I did it. Okay, what we need is the 3M X18 screw one piece. The bearing. Is it this? I don't think it's this one. I don't think so. This 418s. one. So it's gotta be this one. Yeah, that's the one. And we got the bearing, and we got a washer, like a lock nut. So these are the three things you'll need. I don't know if that helps at all. And you'll have to go over, so this slot right here, that everything's gonna slide down to now, the side that doesn't mount the motor, if that makes sense. You slide the bearing into there, and then you pick up the screw. Your M3. I like the fit on these things, man. Everything's like almost exact. And you got your nylon washer on the back, right? So I like to start this a little bit. Then if that works out the way I think it will, let's see. I didn't like give it a good look. I think this wants to. Yeah, let me back this out. Yeah, I think what I want to do. It has this part fall into here a little bit. I might have to clean that out a smidge. Where's my Dremel? I'm joking, I'm not gonna use a Dremel. Let's use one of my persuasion tools. I was just trying to clean it up a little bit. They look rather clean already. I don't know if this insert the bearing into the thing is secure the position of the MK2 screw, tighten. I'm not even sure if this really has to go in there. But if it does, I would love to get it in a little bit. I'm guessing we'll be, oh, alright. So let's slide the bearing back in. Trying to think, I think it'd be better to have this on the inside anyway, tighter. So you just kind of want to swing that around inside there. Nice and easy. That is our style. Let's see, what are we looking at? Tighten the lock nut. There's really not too much to it. And just make sure you're going right, tail left, Lucy. Like it's there. It looks pretty decent. Okay. We got Alright, we got that done. And now we need to set up our carriage. Our carriage looks good like that. Alright. Alright, and we want to get our wire ties out. So you want it generally in that direction to get your wire ties ready. And every wire tie, you want like the bump going down. And nice clean holes, man. You want them to kind of go like that with the bump on this side and the straight part down here. At least that's what it looks like in the picture. And we'll just do the same to all of them. You gotta admit, this printer does a pretty good job. Like, to make these little gaps like this, and look, there's like nothing here blocking it. That's crazy. And everything that's made on this printer is made for this printer. They always like, it's like, obviously, like, you can make them other ways, but like, what do you think happened first? Do you think like, where did they print these out? Like, did they machine these first, then printed them? Obviously, they couldn't print them without making them somehow. How did they make the first ones? That's what I'm interested in. Like, did they use somebody else's printer? Like, did they use a Robo 3D or Ultimaker or something to print these out for the first time? I don't know. Or did they make this out of some other material? Alright, make sure to correct orientation. So you want to, this part stays just like this, how it was in the other picture. And then you're going like this. Because you want the motor mount on this side, on your right side. And then you kind of squish all this together. Which is weird because now it's off the ground. Doing it this way. You know. I guess there's not too many ways you can actually put it, right? Or you can use this fancy box that comes with it. And you can just balance it like that. Look at that. Pro tip. And then after that, you tighten up everything. I know it looks hard, but it's really not. You know what I love? I love how they flip shit on you. Like, this looks exactly how it's supposed to look, right? We got this part on here, this part on here, and then when they show you to tighten it, they flip the goddamn thing upside down to tighten it. It's just, like, why would you do that? And they don't show you it. They don't show you the ends, so you can't tell. You know what I mean? Why does that happen? Why is that happening? So basically, you want to make sure you got them in a nice, like these. I guess you got to be a little careful for, because you're working right with the edges. Like, it looks like they fit. It's just that they're really tight. You just pull them all tight, you pull them down towards you. Because what's kind of cool is that they got them in a way, right? That you're kind of using the zip ties and a easy way to lock everything, which is a really cool idea. So you just kind of go through them all. Nice and tight. I know this is probably horrible to watch, right? You can barely see anything. But we're moving, we're grooving, we're doing our thing. You know what the picture is? Well, with my health and guidance, it should be pretty easy to nail this thing. I'm not helping. I'm just letting you see any retard can do it. But the next one, I'm thinking it should be around 6. It might be a little bit early depending on when I get done here. Because this one is really, like, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's only 19 steps, so we're only on step 10. So we're in a really good spot here already. Well set up. Maybe it'll be 4. I don't know what time it is now. And then just snug these things up. Because you want them. You want them as snug as you can. And they get, like, really snug. Like, if you mess with them, there's a little play. But come on. That's pretty tight. Alright, let's do the cleaning. I wonder, how much do they clean? Because I've been cleaning this thing right down to, yeah. They do the same. That just got up my glasses. What did that hit? Hit me right in the face. That was awesome. I would have lost a freaking eye if I didn't have these things. Alright, not really. Alright, we got a garbage can under there. I'm just not chucking them on the floor. Okay, so we got part of it down. I really hope this is right. Tell you the truth, makes me nervous. Because, like, what happens if it was supposed to be flipped the other way? Because they didn't show that part in the picture. Oof. Get you a little nerve-wracking. Well, let's skip ahead till I can see this part. Alright, so, say this. There's this part facing down on this, and this is, okay. Alright. We're not looking that bad. Oh, we got a chance to maybe use our cable stuff. Okay, so this is all cleaned up. Motor mount time. Alright, so you want to mount the motor on the flat part here. That doesn't really sit anywhere, right? This box has been a lifesaver. Lifesaver? Let's look at that one. So we're looking in from this part like this, and it comes back around this way, and this wire is here. So we're looking at this part of it. So, and then we got 3 big bolts for this. We got one hill. And you want the 3M by 18 screws. I just knew what those were because we got those and really short ones left, so. And you just kind of work it. It gives you like a little seat part that you can seat it in. You can back it up just to make sure you don't cross thread. I guess you want to be very careful of cross threading. But if you get them started a little bit, you're in good shape. It's always easy to, as you see on this part, because when you get it in, let's go back a little bit and you'll hear it kind of pop. You hear that? That means that you just ran out of the thread. And you can start that thread from the beginning, the threading nice and even. Yes, there's a chance that it doesn't work perfectly. So that's why you check, take your time and go slow. If it doesn't go in the first, like, say, 3-4 turns easy, like if you're struggling right off the bat, you're cross-threading, so stop right away and back out. Like, they should go in pretty easy in the very beginning. Just not in printers, just in screws in general. If you're trying to force something on that's supposed to fit in there, it's not done. It's not getting done right. So you gotta do something about it. So then we got pulleys. Place the pulley on the motor shaft. Adjust the position seen in the picture. Effectively, part of the pulley should be in axis. Align. Let's just. Alright, we're gonna put the pulley and align it with the hole. Align it with the hole. And it goes like this, which is, I guess, makes sense, but it seems weird. I just noticed this motor had a flat spot, which is amazing for motors. But the one thing is, when I did the bottom one, I didn't realize there was a flat spot. I hope I got one of them in the flat spot at least. I don't think this one fits in there. I think it's a smaller one. Look at me. And you just gotta kind of, you see that? You line it up so the belt's gonna go through right through this hole. And you just want to tighten a little bit. There's another one. This is like, I'm guessing this is an extra locky one. And you give that a good turn too. Now your motor is mounted. And you have your carriage pretty good. Pretty well. And then we got our end stop. Time to put an end stop. Which these are the only ones left, so the 2 by 12. 2M by 12. And we are going to have parts left over on this one. Just because of the simple fact that we are going to because we have different motor mounts. So if you're coming all the way down here, you want to hit that. So you just gotta make me put it the way you want it, don't you? Don't you? You want you to place it like this. So you can't do it how a normal person will look at it. And put it like that. So you see, like, you got this little end switch on the front side. Well, not the front side, but the inside plate, but in the front. So when you push this down and screw it in, your carriage comes across in. If you hit that little, end switch. It's basically to stop it from slamming into the motor. Oh boy, I got a lot of little crud in this one. This is like one of those ones, like, I don't know how much I want to mess with it because it goes into, the screw goes into the 3D printed part. So I'm going to see if I can just widen it open. Because the problem with that is that you can't really mess with that hole too much because you're kind of making your own threads when you do it. So if you mess with that hole too much, you could bear it out and not get any threads, which is freaking horrible. So I want to see if I can get this one started pretty decent. Get the first one in there, kind of. But so it started pretty good. There is a hole, but the hole is amazingly tight. That's what she said. There is a hole down there. It's just really tight. if I can see that. I think that's the hole right there. I might just open up right away after I break through the front part, like the beginning part. It's like one of those things that you want to make sure, because this needs to be level. Oh, level, like pretty level. Yeah, it looks like it's going right in, you see? That's what you want to see. Like, you don't want to struggle with it, because if you struggle with it, you're doing something wrong. And then if this is flat, yeah, more to stop. That's what it does. Tell you the truth, these aren't the best Allen keys. It'd be nice if they found like little long. I actually got another set, but so far these have got me by, so I didn't complain. This is so tiny, man. But we're getting it done. What I'm trying to do is with the end switch, I'm just trying to hold it so without moving it around and start to press against it and get it out of alignment. And that part is there. And this part is following. All these things, like, I think you just want to get it snugged. Then you go a little bit more. And now this thing is not moving. And it kind of does what it's supposed to do. Hit the corner. Step 14, let's see. Step 15, I'm supposed to tighten the screws. I already did that. Step 16, move the X catch as close as possible to the end switch. Make sure that you hear it click. We already did that. Cable management. Oh my god, we're almost out of here. Okay, this is the first cable management train they want us to use. Which, I'm not going to use it. I'm going to use the stuff that I have. I am going to use a zip tie here, though, so we can clean it up nice. I'm trying to see how you guys can kind of see this. Do you want this basically right around here to get it a nice tight fit? I'm trying to get it pretty tight, but I don't want to push the wires too much. So that's pretty good. And when you do flush cutters, just make sure you just double check before you cut that you're not anywhere near these wires. So these are just about the same size. Alright, let me see, hold on. We're just about done, so I'm going to try my little cable management tricky. This is TechFlex 25-foot sleeved. And there was a size on this, but obviously there's not. I think it was a 1/8 inch. Which, this was an idea I had in my head because I saw everybody doing it. Not this, but I saw everybody sleeving with that other sleeve. And in my head, I'm like, that just doesn't look right. Where's the... I didn't really want to do that. It can't be a goddamn circle. Can it? Oh no. So what I want to do is, I'm pretty sure this will work. Measure so far down. I guess we can always cut off a little bit more later if we need to. And the rest of that crap, I'll just clean up later. Because I kind of just dropped it on the floor by accident. Take this, cut that like that. I don't know if I can get these over the connectors. This one, maybe. Oh yeah, I can. That was just... Well, I can. I don't know how good it's going to work, though. Like, it is working. I am worried about chafing. Chafing. Because the problem here is that now... Do I have a lighter anywhere? No. I'm going to have to figure out what to do with this. I'm going to have to do like a really quick like test at the end. Because you see how this is just going to flare. I wasn't prepared for this part. Like if I hit it like really quick, you know, just to melt the tips real fast, which I don't have that on me, I think that'll work. What do you think? I think it's pretty decent. I gotta see. I do have to prepare. I might have. What messed me up was the clips. The clips were a lot wider than I thought. I thought they were going to be skinnier. But right now, I can always put the other thing on at any time, so it's fine. But that's it. Guys, make sure to follow me on Twitter. Check out the Patreon if you would like to support the channel. Instagram is up, just like Twitter and YouTube. So subscribe, do all that good fun stuff. We will be, besides pushing those things in by accident, next up is number 4 is the Z-axis assembly. Ooh, that looks fun. That's when we really start getting something going. Ooh, yeah, baby. And that is a total of a lot of steps. The first 26 steps. So a little bit longer video than this one. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Go down to the stroll bowl, hit all the links in the bottom. If you're interested in the bearings, they're in the links in the description. If you're interested on a stroll pole, on what filament we're going to do. And I forgot the last 2 times. Let's make sure we reward ourselves with another job well done. Prusa Research, thank you very much. Peace.